everyone, welcome back. Today's video is a fall makeup tutorial on this look using all products from the drugstore. So if you're interested, you came to the right place. So as you can see, I went ahead and zoomed you in so you could see everything that's going on. And I am going to start with the eyes today. I'm going to be using the new Wet n Wild Color Icon 10 Pan eyeshadow palette in this is the Coffin break version, which is so cute. You can definitely tell it's Halloween and fall themed, which I love. And I really like these palettes, first of all, because they're great quality, but also just because they give you a transition shade to start with, both on the top and the bottom. And my eyes are prepped, and I went ahead and did my brows using that deep brown shade that's in the palette there. It is a little bit warm for my taste, but it will definitely do for right now. So I'm going in the crease with this transition shade. This eyeshadow palette retails for just under $5 at Walmart, which is really nice. Next, with a smaller blending brush, I'm going to go into this deep red shade here. Oh my goodness. This deep red shade here. And I'm going to place it on the outer corner and blend it into the crease. Ooh, that's really pretty. It's a little powdery, but nothing crazy. And I am also kind of blowing it out in the outer corner here. I really like how pigmented this is. I am placing the color mostly in the outer corner, and then starting the blending with this smaller brush. And then going back in with that bigger blending brush. That way the color is distributed where I want it. Alright, now I'm taking a clean brush to kind of soften up these edges a bit before I go any deeper. Now I'm going back into that transition shade onto the edges just to further soften it out. And I'm going very gently here because I don't want to take away the pigmentation of the red. Just kind of want to soften those edges out. Alright, now I'm going to go back into the palette and into this deep brown shade here. I'm going to put that in the outer V and kind of repeat the same process that I did with the red shade, just with this dark brown shade instead. That brown is not as pigmented as the red is. Yeah, not really a fan of that, but I've got to throw it over here too to even things out. It's building up a bit, but not like I want. There's also like pulling a little gray. I don't know. I'm gonna go back in with the blending brush and then go back into that red shade, kind of reestablish that depth. So that brown is a no-go, but the look isn't ruined. Let's go all the way here. Let's go right into that black shade and deepen the crease with that. That's better. Still not as good as the red shade, but definitely a lot better. So I'm basically taking this black where I wanted to take the brown, which is the outer V and the crease. I was hoping to have more of a gradient between my red and my black here, but it's okay. Now I'm just taking that blending brush from earlier and blending all the colors together. Dipping back into that red. Just really making sure the colors go seamless. Especially because we don't have that brown to break things up. Oh no! Went too hard with the red there. It's okay. Just go right back in. Deepen up the black. And we're blending some more. All right, so finally stepping back into the palette. This color right here is speaking to me. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take that color, get up on a flat brush, and we're going to carve out a crease here. Doesn't have to be too precise. I don't know, I'm not crazy about this color like I thought I was gonna be. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go on the other side with the same color, but I am gonna go back into the palette and pick a different color. Man, I'm just not making good choices today, am I? It's a pretty color, but it doesn't pack the punch that I was hoping it would. So I'm going to go back into one of these lighter shades. I'm going to go try this one. And I'm going to go right over top. That's better. I don't know that I'm in love with it, but it's definitely better than what I had before. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Just, I don't know, I didn't really have a direction, so I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't know. Now I'm just going back into the black and feathering out the edge. I really like how this shimmer shade looks against the black. Now, because I really want this gold to stand out, I'm going to take this super small Morphe brush and go right on the edges here with that deep brown color and that red. Being very careful not to mess up my nice crease work. I'm also mixing in a bit of the black just to get that same gradient we had before we started adding the shimmer. If you're ever cutting the crease and you cut it just a little bit too high, you can go and fix it just like this. All right, and now that's pretty much it for the eyes until we're done with the face. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up the eyes, do my eyeliner, and then we'll be back to do the rest of the face. Alrighty, I'm back, and for primer, I'm actually going to be using the E.L.F. Glow Lotion here. I like this because it does add a really nice subtle glow without making you look like the Tin Man, but it also offers hydration, and I do have skin that leans toward the dry side, so any added hydration that I can get, I will gladly welcome. For foundation today, I'm actually going to be mixing the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate foundation and the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Freshwear foundation. The L'Oreal in the shade 510 Hazelnut and the Revolution in the shade F13. I'm mixing them because of the colors and also just because texture-wise, when mixed together, they give a gorgeous, gorgeous finish. So I'm just mixing, and I used about a half a pump of each, and I'm applying it using the Real Techniques setting brush, which Shelby Wilson here on YouTube got me into, and oh my goodness, when I say that I use this brush for everything now, like, I'm so glad I found this brush. I'm all about a multitasking brush, especially on days when I'm just really trying to get out the door. It's nice when you don't have to put your brush down as many times, or you're not spending as much time looking for a brush. And as you can see, I'm just buffing this into the skin. For concealer, I'm going to be using the E.L.F. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and I really like this concealer. I know I did a review on it not too long ago, and I wasn't crazy about it, but now that I've actually used it more, I've learned that less is more with this particular concealer. So I'm just going right in the under eye. I don't know if I said, but I'm using the shade Deep Chestnut. But I'm just going right in the direct under eye to use it as a concealer today. And going back in with my Real Technique setting brush, I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. God, I just love the way this brush blends out concealer. To highlight under the eyes, because I am wearing a darker eye look, I'm going to go in with the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer in the shade, what is this, M5 Medium Deep. And I'm really going to concentrate that in these little pockets of my under eye, because that's what I want to bring forward, if that makes sense. Now I'm not putting much, a little bit on the bridge of the nose, a little bit on the forehead. And this is just to balance everything out. Not much, just enough so that everything kind of blends together. I really like this concealer, and I bought it to try as like a true under eye concealer, but I bought the way wrong shade, but I'm glad that I can at least use it as a highlight. And using the same brush that I used to blend out my foundation and my concealer really helps to make everything seamless, everything blend together. All right, now I'm gonna go in with this E.L.F. blending sponge just to really make sure everything is nice and blended together and give it that nice airbrushed look. To set under the eyes, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Deep. This is just a really nice, never fail powder. This is good to use to set all over or just under the eyes. But recently I haven't been setting all over, just under the eyes, because I tend to crease a lot and everywhere else that I put concealer. But I don't set my foundation anymore. So far, I'm really liking this look. To contour / bronze, and I'm really not going to be doing any true structured contouring, but I'm going to be using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. And what's funny is I don't actually like this concealer for under the eyes. It's a little bit too drying for me, and there also isn't a color that I'm, really in love with for my under eye. But as a contour, I really love it. I'm using the shade Deep Dark 56. And I love it because it's so pigmented. You don't need very much at all. And this color is just perfect. And you guessed it, I'm going to go back in with this Real Technique setting brush to blend it out. Because once again, just already being in contact with my other complexion products, it just blends in seamlessly. Moving on to blush, I have been in love with this Colourpop blush sticks, and this is the shade 9 to 5, I believe. No, this is the shade Invite Only, and I just like to take some on my finger and just blend it right into the skin like that. This color is that perfect flush, and it's got some shimmer in it, but it's not overpowering, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't look like a shimmering blush. It just gives you more dimension, I think, and makes it just a little bit more lifelike. Oh, I freaking love this. Love this blush. To bronze and also set the contour from earlier, I'm using the E.L.F. bronzer in the shade Turks and Caicos. And looking at it, you wouldn't necessarily think that it would work as a bronzer, but it really does. And in fact, it's very easy for me to go overboard with this. I really wish that E.L.F. would step up and create deeper bronzers, because they already make very good quality products, and it would just be really nice if they could lead the way in affordable brands in creating actual bronzers, not a foundation that's dark enough to use as a bronzer, but a bronzer. Because I'm pretty sure that this is the deepest one, and while I appreciate that, anybody that's deeper than me can't really appreciate it, you know? So E.L.F., if you're watching this video, make some deeper bronzers please. All right, so now it looks like we're ready to go back and finish the lower lash line. So jumping back into the palette, I'm gonna go ahead and take, I'm gonna go ahead and take the transition shade. Start by putting that right on the lash line because it's what we started with first. Now I'm gonna go into that red shade and stick to more of the outer edges of the eye just so I can see how it looks. Oh, that's really pretty. Might just have to go the whole lower lash line with it. Oh yeah, let's do it. I am switching brushes just to get a little bit more control here. All right, now I'm going to go into the black shade and go just in the outer corner. And if this isn't strong enough with black, then I can just go in with a pencil liner. Right, going in with this Wet n Wild Kohl pencil, I'm just going to close up the eye here. Don't want to go all the way in, but just enough to close up the eye, give it a more flattering shape. For highlight, I'm going to go ahead and take the Colourpop Light Stix, same as the blush stick, except a highlight. And again, I'm going to use this, I'm going to apply this with my fingers. And it's part of what makes me love these products so much. It's just, it makes it so travel friendly and easy to use when you can use your fingers, but it doesn't look like a child's makeup product. You know what I mean? It's that nice in between. See that beautiful glow, nice natural dewy glow. And to highlight the inner corner and the brow bone, I'm going to go back into this palette into let's try the shade that's next to the shade that we put on the lid and see what that does. Now for the lips, I'm going to be lining the lips with the Colourpop BFF3 Lippie pencil. Now I have one Lippie in mind that I think I might use, but if I don't like it, I'll just take it off and wear something else, throw on a gloss or something. But the Lippie I want to try is this Colourpop Lippie Stick in the shade Ziggy. So we will see. Don't laugh at me if it doesn't look good. It's pretty, but it doesn't match the vibe, you know? It's like a little too, I don't know, a little too something. I'm gonna take this lip off and then do the Lippie pencil again, and then I'm gonna throw on a gloss instead. I can't find the gloss I want to use. So the gloss I want to use is Puff by Colourpop, but well, since I can't find the lip gloss I want to use, I'm going to use the shade Layover from Colourpop's Luxe Lipsticks. And just blend it in with the BFF liner. Moving on to mascara, I'm going to be using the Essence Lash Princess. I haven't used anything else in weeks. So that just tells you right there, this is a $4 or $5 mascara, and it works wonders. Well, that pretty much concludes this look. I know I had a bit of a trouble using the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette that pretty much this whole video was created around, but I think I was still able to create a really beautiful look. I will play around more with the palette to see if maybe different color combinations will be a little bit easier to use, but as of right now, I would say that it's only okay in the way it ranks between the other 10 pan eyeshadow palettes that they do offer, but I think overall this look is beautiful, using really gorgeous fall colors. It's been a while since I've done, you know, kind of a darker makeup look, and I'm just really loving it. So let me know what you guys think. Go ahead and comment down below if you use any of these products or if you want to try any of them out. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you're at. Thanks for watching. Bye.